What it do, everybody? This your boy Cup Gotti. First day, first show. Gotti Talk Live. Out here on this Friday, chilling at the park. It's peaceful, it's quiet. You know what I mean? You can really get your think on. But I wanted to take this opportunity to let y'all get to know a little something about myself. I'm originally from Long Beach, California, the east side, that is. I'm 45 years old, and I've been in and out the system. But through my time through the system, I made sure something. I made sure that I wasn't going to get out as the same way I went in. That's the good thing about it. So I did a lot of schooling to learn a lot of different little trades. I know how to fix computers, I know how to fix cars, I know how to build a house from the ground up, I know how to dig the trenches, I know how to lay pipe, I know how to do all of that. Drywall, I know how to do all that. So you can kind of like say I'm multi-talented, and that's what I am. But I also been around for a minute. I also started to understand some things. I've been on both sides of the fence, so I kind of like understand some things on what I be talking about. One thing about this show, one thing we ain't gonna do is we not finna sugarcoat nothing. We gonna speak exactly what it is. This ain't the type of place that where we gonna be women bashing or male bashing, but if you come and you send me a message and I read your message, see, you can hear the bullshit. All you got to do is just pay attention. But at the same time, you'll also hear the genuineness in when a person speaks or talks. That's a positive thing. But I wanted to share some of the views that I have. And one of the views that I have is about relationships and committed marriages. One thing that I do understand is the politics behind marriage and communication and relationships. Basically, let me take you back for a second. This is something that I always share a lot and I always tell a lot of people, and a lot of people have done it. Some people have, some people haven't. But if you having problems in your relationship, in your marriage, or if you're getting ready to enter a relationship, I promise you, as well as I'm sitting here, if you listen to my words and I really understand my words, it can help you in so many ways. So first, let me start this off by saying exactly how this happens, and let me break it down to you. Say for instance, we're gonna go back to the day you and her met. Something attracted you to each other, so you came together. You start talking to each other. That's one of the things. You start talking to each other to get to know each other. Exchange phone numbers. You talk on the phone. You basically really expressing to a person your likes and dislikes. But what you're really doing is really explaining that to them. But to the person that's listening, you're taking all that in. You're learning a person likes and dislikes. You're paying attention to that person likes and dislikes. If you go back. So then you set your first date up. Men, we all do damn near the same exact thing. If you ain't got no hair, you go get a fresh haircut, go get the goatee freshed up. If you got a car, you go wax it. Go buy you an outfit from head to toe. You want to look tight. You want to make sure everything is straight, smelling good and all that. Got a little money in your pocket, you feeling good. Same thing with the women, because you can hear it. What you doing tonight, Keisha? Oh, it's Friday. We finna go out. I got a date. She better be there at 6 o'clock to do my hair. I ain't playing with her. You know, she be bullshit. I ain't got time because I want to look straight. And bitch, I got the perfect outfit. Yeah. But see, if you notice, you're not doing that for yourself. You're really doing that for that other person. Because you want to look good for that other person. Not yourself. You know you straight, but you want to look good for that other person. Now, I came up with something called 30 days. In this 30 days, I promise it can cause a lot of tension, a lot of stress to go away. That's one thing I promise inside of this 30 days. But the thing about it is, you have to have two people that's willing to do it in order for it to work. You need two. You can't have one person doing it and another person not doing it. It's not gonna work like that. You have to have two people. Or you can do as well as I did. I just did it without her. I just did it on my own. Didn't tell her nothing. You can do it that way too. But see, inside of this here, what it is, see, a lot of people be thinking that you just being nice to the other person. That's not what it's about. See, up under this 30 days, you have to put your spouse or your significant other in their right place. Meaning, if he's your husband or she's your wife, she's second. God comes first, and then your spouse comes second. You're just putting the pieces where where they're supposed to be. And all you're really doing is going back to the first day you met. Now what that does is this here. It brings so much more to your relationship. It brings so much happiness. Because just imagine for a second, for 30 days knowing that somebody is trying to make you happy. And this is what I say. Anytime, I don't care who it is. I don't care what color or whoever you are. Anytime you have two individuals that put each other first, just think about it. If you have two individuals that's in a marriage or a committed relationship and they're saying, you know what, it ain't about how you treating me, it's about how I'm treating you. I'm not worried about my needs because that's your job. Just think, if you have two people that's willing to step up to the plate and sit back and say, you know what, it ain't about me, I'm gonna cut me off, it's all about you. How can I make you happy? What can I do to make you happy? Think about it and just do it. Once you constantly do it for a couple of days, you will start the first 24 hours, you feel different. The reason why you're gonna feel different is because if you're really in it, you will feel different. If you just half-stepping, you're not gonna really feel nothing. But if you're really in it, because you feel a responsibility to handle your 30 days. And on the first day, it clicks in, you say, okay, you know what can I do to make this other person happy? Now, at the same time, it really, if you're married or in the committed, it really doesn't matter. You should be able to go to the ends of the mountain for that person anyway, if you love that person. But just take in mind, for 30 days, put each other first. Turn your feelings off, focus on her feelings. Turn your feelings off, focus on his feelings. Focus on his needs. Focus on her needs. You can never go wrong. You can never go wrong when two people focus on each other and not their self. The only time an argument actually happens is when it's about self. That's the only time an argument happens. But you have no place for an argument if you're putting two people. Real talk. Try it. I promise you it works. I don't care what you're going through in your relationship. I don't care what you're going through in your marriage. Stop for a second and say, okay, you know what? Commit in front of God. Just like how you got married, commit in front of God. Because you have a lot of people that say, oh, I'm with it, and really not with it. Because now your actions will show. So now this what ends up happening when one person do it and another person don't do it. The person that's doing it is looking like, damn, why you not, hold on for a second, why you not doing it? I'm not worth it. So you start thinking that, are you worth it? When the other person just have to stop because the other person want to be pleased the same way you do. So that's why you have to have two people, because both acknowledging what's going on, both is expecting change. It's expecting that. So you have to give that person that. You can't sit back and be like, okay, you know,